Let's go back to work. Saturday, December the 17th. Good evening. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Joel isn't back yet. Nope. I wouldn't worry too much about him though. If you say so. That girl's still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad about waking her up. Was she here all night? So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss and it's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. Where am I? Oh, right. The shoddy downtown bar. Let's see, all my gear is in place. And neither my pants nor my panties, shirt or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh well, it's the best day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Hello guys and gals, Streamy Jones back in action with her batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon, it burns. I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible into the world. Come on, it is that bad, Dana. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Alright. Bottle drinks. Drag it to the shaker before mixing. Rum to the shaker and mix. Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office, thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Jukebox time. I can actually swap around these like this. So let's just make it in a reverse order for now. Time to serve mix and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Jill here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give this brain a blue fairy. Will do. Just imagine when you're a brain, like usually if I get this right, alcohol, like being drunk, depends on the amount of alcohol in your blood. So how exactly does a brain, well, a brain would, if I assume correctly, would need a lot less alcohol to get really, really drunk. I think you know where I'm going with this, right? Have fun drinking a blue fairy, brain. Here you go. Nice. Yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system Lilim do. Can I ask you something, Miss... Taylor. Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Oh god. Nah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure, not a hologram. Of that I am sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature, all while computers in our jar scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill, that's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with the commotion around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic, did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. Just that I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that will help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. 1 beer to make Taylor happy. 2, 1, 2, and 4. Here, a beer. Ah yes, no matter what happens, beer's always good. It's interesting though, just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I thought about that too. Do you think the you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would she remember everything? Like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilim. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment actually. They can make a functional Lilim. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything though, just wiring him to a body. Oh. You'd think someone would rather do that than float around exposed in a jar. I have to admit the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock actually. It didn't last too long though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. Oh god damn it. If you want to call that a downside? If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilim can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill. Oh, that was Alma, not Jamie. Oops. Oh, Alma. Just, oh, Alma? Where's the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. What? You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lille maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. Those are quite the low standards, Alma. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It would make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. A cobalt velvet. 2 ale hide, 3 flanagan, 5 carmatrine. On the rocks and mixed. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So, you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy, speaking of which, where's Pablo? Who's Pablo? Oh, Jillian. Archimedes. Don't know, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know, I feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than many other people is kinda sad though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye. Please come again. That Taylor sure was nice. A bit weird at first though. Apparently 1 of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. I forgot why he gave it that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta's the eldest one. Then there's Diana just before me. Then comes Ava, and at the bottom lies sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second oldest sister Diana just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Dana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself, to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she'd only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blamed the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us. Instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him in a stadium on a fucking kiss cam? We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on a wedding night line. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex? Never underestimate the lengths a man was willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? Good enough service, I'm guessing. What? Huh, interesting name. What does it mean? Kakik's the name of the chieftain in some native tribes. Oh, so that was the name on the bottle. Alright. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Jill, that rum was a present to you from Stella. You're supposed to drink it, not give it to everyone else. Give me a French weaver instead, will you? Alright. French weaver. 1 Adelheid. Okay, she wants alcohol. Aged. 1 French weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now's my turn to ask questions. It's not your turn to ask questions when you didn't give me any answers. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mum and my dad split amicably. My mum is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh, didn't you get something like your mum's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, I just kinda said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mum's family live in France to boot. So your mum's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Mon éroclisseur est plein d'anguilles. I have no idea what that means. My, whatever that is poo. Oh, what does that mean? Okay. Alright, that makes more sense. Rubbish? I don't know, I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know? All of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the streets are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer of my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't, ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of the systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world. They need security, I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Alma, it's not an honest job. Didn't you tell me once you secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? She's still gonna call it hacker. I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, I started feeling kinda samey. So, when I started college, I took on a course in system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. It is less actiony than what movies make it up to be though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. We have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. Alright, classy. She can have bad touch. Just 1 second. Okay, bad touch. 2 Bronson extracts, 2 powder delta, 2 Flanagad, 4 Carmentrine on the rocks, mixed. Here you are. Yep, just what I needed. Thanks. Say Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. Didn't expect anything else. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know. Oh, I know. If you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. Don't know. Jill's not very enthusiastic about that idea. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cats are shut in. They got very upset the last time. Oh, the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know. I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. And there we go. Save. Break. Alright. Alright. Cold. Okay, back to the jukebox. Here we go. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo actually. Really? It's a bit complicated though. Problem is his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh, were you two hanging at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed the soda from a vending machine? But I like you. Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet and not alcoholic, you say? Alright. Don't make Dorothy cry, Jill. Sweet and alcohol free. Sweet. Sugar rush, that's perfect for Dorothy. 2 Adelhyde, 1 powder delta, mixed. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me, tell me. Mostly about your pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Elma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer locked into some account and says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until we try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb up a grown man's ass. It was a success. Okay then. Let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First I do some research on the target OS, servers, how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. But the usual way is using a buffer overflow. What happens next? What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Oh my, hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor in me, escalate your user privilege, find flaws in my security. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook, but they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, the whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny Lilim are an unexploited market. I see. Oh, looks like Mariah's here. You're right? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that from him? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It's just so happened that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of the suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can sit to kill their insides. Truly a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus teen. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. 17, I'm assuming he means the 17th drink in my recipe book. Piano Man. I mean, even if he doesn't mean it, he's getting it. Oops. Well, he's not getting it if I'm not giving him the right ingredients. 5 planner guide and 3 Carmatrine on the rocks and mixed. How is this a 17? It isn't. You said 17 would only be related to your drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't. Oh, you subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky. And what brings you here, mister? I'm Armandio, Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place is called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lively Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines on the corner. No. You're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite a slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Yeah, I thought so too. Like, that's just straight up not true. Oh yeah? Then give me an example. Not zoologist. Isn't it a zoologist? Bartender? Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. If memory serves right, once the lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. Phew. Takes over a pride. You can't take over pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, not zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Chloe's a name, not a number, you know. The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay then, I give up. 17 is us. Huh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal? Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay. Son of a bitch. You're right, Jill. There was something with a plum in it, was there? It's probably a sweet drink. Actually, let me just go through it again. I think I remember something with a plum somewhere in there. If I don't find it, I'm just gonna give him whatever. I mean, it's not like he'll be able to tell the difference. Can't really. A couple of these will make your tongue feel velvety. Well, plum is velvet, right? In a way. So Fluffy Dream is currently the front runner of what I'll give him. Wait. 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it. Well, that's one that would be fitting as well. We're nothing but mammals after all. We spoke about mammals. Actually, do I have a bottled drink that would fit? Oh, we do actually. Alright, he'll get a fedora. Here. Huh, you didn't. Wait, you did. Enjoy. I will drink this perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that would be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead? Both of us. What? What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real and we were not, in fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a close-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The habanera has started. It means the twilight of the gods in German, by the way. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance. Most likely gunshots. No, we're not having that discussion again. Joe, come here a sec. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover. Illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from Cyberpunk Corp's CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar is quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Well, let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have Sunkantor on hand, just in case. The metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash. Huh. Say, Joe, 4. Hope everything's better by tomorrow. And another $1,300 for today's work. And that's it for this episode of Valhalla. See you guys next time.